which the statement would be able to say, but to be practically and to be on the document NFC award, the 57% is going to be delivered this year. And another one, the IMF tranche is going to be due in the second quarter. So it will again have a pressure on your foreign reserves also. I'm just highlighting what problem we are, and then I will show you how we can resolve this problem. The informal economy is growing very fast under the protection and patronage of politicians in the highest. The number of the industrial units have been identified sick or are closing down for many reasons best known to all of us. Instead of food exporting country, Pakistan remains net food importer, and the currently more than 170 million people. A population is growing at a rate of 1.81% annually, and above all, we see all now that the poorer are becoming a poorer. And I think we, as a member of the legal tax fraternity, especially as a tax practitioners, I think we have a lot of responsibility to see that these poorer should not become poorer. And I think we have a very important role to play between the businessmen and the tax collectors, and to ensure that these rich people should contribute towards the betterment of the country. Now I show you for your eyes only. These are the figure of 22nd March, and it means day before, only yesterday. If you look at it, the 4,51 individuals have filed the tax return. Out of that, you would see that 2 लाख से लेके 3 लाख रुपए तक के जमा करने वाले 1,38,000 रुपए, और आप 3 लाख से नीचे आप चले जाएं तो इन टैक्स देने वालों की तादाद कितनी है? कुछ भी नहीं. And I will show you in the next slide. You will be amazed. Please up next. पाकिस्तान में SECP में जो कंपनीज रजिस्टर्ड हैं उनकी तादाद है 57,953. इनकम टैक्स में रजिस्टर्ड हैं अबाउट 50,000, 86%. जो सेल टैक्स में रजिस्टर्ड हैं फॉर ऑब्वियसली मेनी रीजन, दीज आर ओनली 14,000 कंपनीज, विच इज 24%. Out of this 86% registered, only 40% have filed the return. It means 46% companies have not filed the tax return this year so far. Although December has been passed, March is there, and I'm talking of the tax year 2011. Then companies showing losses. Out of this, जो return file हुए हैं, उसमें से जो 20,000 returns file हुए हैं, इसमें से 3,000 companies ऐसी हैं जिन्होंने लॉस शो किया. Companies showing some income turnover, these are 11,111. मतलब वो थोड़ा सा इनकम शो कर रही है या टर्नओवर टैक्स दे रही है. So how pathetic is the position of our cases? So I think we need to sit down in our own offices and to analyze who is capable of what to contribute for the country. I think we have to also open our eyes. Now I come to the suggestions, whereby for the purpose which I am here, ladies and gentlemen, I feel and believe that any budget document prepared on the principles pointed out by the renowned economist Mr. Adam Smith in the 18th century in his classic book, The Wealth of Nations, would help the government and its people to combat the above challenges. He said, and I quote, that 4 main objectives should be borne in mind by the state in levying taxes. First, the taxes must be equitable and fair as between the different classes of society, as I told you just now, before 2 minutes before. Second, the convenience of the taxpayer. When I want to register, as my president has said just now, as a sales tax registration, I should be given in the next day. Why should I should be facilitated, for that. The third, the government must economize and levy only the minimum tax which is necessary for the national good. हमारे ये होता है कि हम बजट बनाते हैं और फिर उसके बाद उस पर अखराजात करते हैं. दुनिया में जहाँ कहीं पर भी बजट्स बनते हैं, वहाँ पे पहले अखराजात का एस्टिमेट किया जाता है और फिर उसके बाद एक अमाउंट बनाई जाती है और उसके बाद देखा जाता है कि रेवेन्यू किस तरह जनरेट होंगे और फिर उन रेवेन्यू को एक्सपेंडिचर्स के साथ मैच किया जाता है. एंड देन इट हैज बीन गिवन टू द मैनेजमेंट टू do that. And the fourth, the law imposing taxes must be precisely and clearly worded as to make the taxpayers understand what is the burden he is called upon to bear. This was said by Adam Smith in the 18th century. So it is how it is true, still true in a nowadays environment. The tax levied and the law is enforced in such a manner that the richest, now I am proposing it, that the tax is levied and the law is enforced in such a manner that richest are compelled to contribute their due share of taxes and fulfill their social responsibility for the betterment of the citizen of Pakistan. And whatever I think I am going to propose here, I think we have the support of our Pakistan Tax Bar Association, that these proposals, are actually coming from our own hearts, as an ordinary citizen of Pakistan. Government must live within its means because the government has no right to live beyond its means and beyond yours and mine. It, instead of spending money to give political favors, must spend funds to develop infrastructure. If you remember, one of our donors at one time in an open press conference said that, look, if we give you $100, our citizens come and say, where do you have to spend this $100? We have to give the account of it. So that's why we want an account of that, where this $100 has been spent. So now we also have equal right, taxpayers' right, that we should know that where this amount has been spent. Then, while framing the tax laws, clear distinction should be made between the honest and the dishonest taxpayer. I feel ashamed, when one of my client comes to me and says, Kader bhai, you always come and say pay to tax to the government, and my neighbor, who is not even a taxpayer, and he's just using the benefit, is taking the benefit of section 1114, and he's saying that whatever money I need, I just ask somebody to remit in my account, and nobody can ask me. So why should I come and pay 25% or 35%? You are full, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. So I think we have this budget proposal, and this budget proposal, as Pakistan Tax Bar, as a professional body, is making up for the last couple of years. Even last year, I remember President Saab was saying that 1114 should be removed. Then, to apply the fiscal stimulus and secure fast economic growth through tax cuts, indirect and indirect taxes, and the taxes must be equitable, fair between different segments of the society. When the Second World War, after the Second World War, Germany reduced their taxes, and everybody who was in the European Union, they said, are you fool? After the World War, they said, when you reduce the tax, the growth is more, the economy is more, the taxes are more. So if you look at 3 days before the Barack Obama, he has proposed that the tax rate should be reduced from the corporate, as my president has just mentioned, that rate of 35% should be reduced to 28%. If you look at the former president of the Singapore, Mr. Lee, he said, how can we compete in the region if our rate of tax are not as compared to the Hong Kong and the Thailand? So in this chart, you would see that I have given you the rate of taxes, which are far lesser than us. So I think it is not the same situation whereby the people were thinking that higher tax would collect the more revenue. No, it is not necessary. The world has proved that the lower tax can generate more revenue and bring more people into the tax system. Then, effective arrangement should be made to check the manners of under-invoicing and under-declaration, as I just mentioned. Exemption from taxes are regressive for the country's economy, therefore all the exemptions must be withdrawn. As I just mentioned, the concession and the exemption. Then the very important area where I think as the government has already taken a lot of good step, in the broadening of the tax base. When I was the member of the Revenue Advisory Council, I categorically remember the 7 lakh people who were identified, whose data, including the foreign currency accounts, the traveling, the the bank account, everything is in the soft copy available. It is just you have to compile it and you have to send it. And I think I'm so glad that the FBR has ultimately, started that through their BTV department. This, and I think a lot of people are coming to the tax net, as far as I know in Karachi. But still, Chief Guest, I would like to emphasize that to broaden the tax base by establishing strong database and the effective use of such detail in database. आज आप देखिए ये जो फेक इनवॉइस, फ्लाइंग इनवॉइस, जिसकी सारी बातें की जाती हैं, हम सब अकाउंटेंट हैं. What is that? It is just a ledger. If one ledger FBR maintains of a company, whatever has been deposited into the A company and what has been credited to the A company, Simple. And this software, I remember Mr. Yusuf Abdullah, when he was the chairman, he was trying very hard, but still after 4 years, this has not been done. I just heard 3-4 weeks before that some of the part has been started functioning on that on taxpayers ledgers. So the second thing is that the national tax number should be made compulsory for all major investment in the asset and major expenditures. Registration authorities and organizations handling all major investment in the assets and major expenditures should be asked to submit quarterly statement to the tax authorities of all such transactions. Filing of return of income for all persons having income above threshold should be made mandatory, and the fixed tax mechanism and incentive should be announced for those retailers who maintain cash register. Maybe ये जो आज से 5 साल 7 साल पहले काफी सारी स्कीम्स, कार्ड की स्कीम आई थी, टोकन की स्कीम आई थी रिटेलर्स के लिए. Those have not been succeeded in those years. But I promise you, if you do that now, because now the environment is different. Now, if somebody comes to me, I said, please declare everything to yourself, because everything is now in the FBR records. Do that. So the retailers are also willing to do that. Give them some room whereby they can pay a fixed tax, come to the tax rate, and later on they may start paying some tax on that. To plug all the avenues of the future generation of the black money, like provisions of Section 111, as I said, to ensure that all these segments of the society are contributing to tax, as I already said. Our research and development wing may be created in the FBR in collaboration with the professional organizations like Pakistan Tax Bar, ITAP or ICME, to study in the following areas of the check to avoidance and the evasion of the tax. आपको ये अंदाजा नहीं है कि ये जो डबल टैक्सेशन के अंदर जो बेनिफिट उठा रही है कंपनीज, you will not believe. The one company goes to Mauritius, establish just a company, and take the benefit of everything, whether the company exists there or not. There is no absolute nothing. आपने 4-5 साल दिन पहले अखबार में भी पढ़ा होगा कि the government must do something on that, because the double taxation की treaty में जितना tax का evasion इस वक्त हो रहा है, you have no evasion of that. इतना tax का evasion हो रहा है, because there is nobody who is knowing इसकी management कहाँ पर है, क्या वो exist करता है नहीं करता. Because double taxation का benefit उसी को मिलता है जो वहाँ एग्जिस्ट करता हो, टैक्स पड़ता हो, उसी को यहाँ पे डबल टैक्सेशन का मिलेगा. बट देयर इज नो चेक ऑन दैट. सो आई थिंक देयर हैज टू बी सम mechanism has to be developed to facilitate the existing taxpayer and to provide them all the possibilities, assistance to grow. When the former president of Malaysia, the successful when Mahathir Mohamad was visiting Karachi, somebody asked me that please tell me one thing which made Malaysia the most successful country in the world. And then he said that we consider every taxpayer as our partner. And we are, in that company, we are a partner of 35%. So, they are 65%. So we make every effort to make the taxpayer successful, to create every possible thing for them to earn the money, because ultimately we are a dividend holder of 35%. So that approach we need to grow. If that is there, I think the country will progress. The rate of income tax of corporate sector should be reduced by 5%. The rate of income tax should be redesigned in a manner that the tax burden is reduced on the lower class of income and higher tax is contributed by the upper class. The tax withheld under section 153B on services rendered or provided by the profession to be considered as final instead of minimum. It's a great burden on the professional. So I am just. Then we have a multiplicity of the taxes, as our president has rightly pointed out. We are not only paying tax on the dividend also, but we are paying 7%, which is the Workers' Welfare Fund and the Workers' Participation Fund. In fact, this has been collected as a rate of tax, and if you multiply that 35 and 7%, it becomes 42%. So what we are saying, we are not asking the government, collecting this fund to be distributed to the workers. We are asking that let this amount be with the company and let the company give hospitals and schools to their own employee, which is the correct way. And then I would suggest two revenue measures. The revenue measures and the improvement in the tax to GDP ratio. Government has to show its will to collect tax from all the segments of the society, of the economy, in accordance with their share of the GDP. Adjustable withholding tax may be imposed on the following transactions: purchase of motor vehicle, advance to be collected by automobile. Why I am saying adjustable? It means those people who wants to take a credit, they have to come to the tax net. So then transfer of immovable property, then grant of new membership or transfer of membership of private clubs. I don't know in other cities of the country, but in some of the membership in Karachi city, they are now more than 2 million rupees. So you can imagine the private club memberships are so expensive now. And on issuance of the credit card or renewal of the same. Then liability of the manufacturer as withholding agent and the finality of their supply. हो ये रहा था कि पहले limited companies जो थी वो सिर्फ विदहोल्डिंग एजेंट थी और इंडिविजुअल और एओपी विदहोल्डिंग एजेंट नहीं थे। तो ये कहा जाता, गवर्नमेंट हमेशा ये कहती थी कि जनाब इसलिए इनके टैक्स को एडजस्टेबल किया जा रहा है कि चूंकि वो विदहोल्डिंग एजेंट थी। नाउ व्हाट वी आर सेइंग दैट द मैन्युफैक्चरर्स इंडिविजुअल एंड एओपी, अब तो ये भी विदहोल्डिंग एजेंट है, जिसमें एक सबसे बड़ा रिस्क तो ये है, जिसमें मैं one of the member, I oppose that because of the reason it is not that they should not become a withholding agent. But the point is even Karachi electric supply जैसी भी इंस्टीट्यूशन से जो टैक्स वो विदहोल्ड कर रही है, वो गवर्नमेंट को कलेक्ट करना बहुत मुश्किल काम है। तो एक इंडिविजुअल जो टैक्स काट लेता है, एफबीआर के पास मैकेनिज्म ही नहीं है कि वो उसको चेक करे कि जनाब उस एक बंदे ने कितना टैक्स काटा और कितना जमा करवाया। एंड दैट इज वन डे इज गोइंग टू बी लाइक अ बलून कि जी इतना टैक्स उसने ले लिया और वो चला गया, अल्लाह के फजल से लेंगे पैसे तो फिर कोई भी नहीं। सो आई थिंक देयर हैज टू बी some balance has to be made. And if at all this law has to be there, then to provide a level playing field, the individual and AOP manufacturers should also be allowed. Their tax should be adjustable instead of the final tax time. Next slide. Tax on the intercompany dividend. If you look at all around the world, the intercorporate dividend means if some company, if the company is shareholder, then whatever the dividends are being given, they are not being taxed because that company is again going to distribute the dividend and that dividend will again be double taxed. So in all over the company, like in holding company concept, these intercompany dividends are exempt, and I propose that our body organization should also propose, although there is a on our request, in the PTBA request, the clause 103A was inserted. But now this has been only restricted to those companies which are availing section 59A and AA. So I think it should be allowed to all the intercompany dividends. Then minimum tax. अब आप देखें मिनिमम टैक्स को जब 0.5 से 1% किया गया, I was there. And actually, if you look at and if you read that Eli Cotton and others' decisions, on that justification of all this, presumptive regimes, then the purpose was that at least those companies must contribute something. But if you ask something to pay more than your capability to pay, then what will happen? They will have to close it. So then what happens? So one by one, first distributors went to the government. Our margin of profit is not much. Their rate of tax was reduced to 80%. यानी जो आदमी पहले 0.5% देता था उससे 0.2% लेना शुरू कर दिया. फिर then marketing, all marketing company went. Then फिर उसके बाद Sui Northern and Sui Southern went. So then now what has happened actually, the major chunk of those companies are paying either 0.2% or are not paying or paying 0.5%. It is my humble proposal that it should be across the board 0.5%, so the level playing field is available to all concerned vehicles. Then amendment of assessment. हमारे यहाँ हो ही रहा है कि जो 177 में केस नहीं होता उसको 125 हो जाता है. We have absolutely no opposition to that. If there is something legal, we have absolutely no problem. We are the legal practitioners, and it is our job to prove that this is not. But what is happening? The power which has been given under section 122(5)(a) to amend as many times as without having any qualification, that the issue which has already been decided, in my humble view, it should be like it was provided in 66A. My very senior member sitting, they must be remembering that the 67, 66A जिस किसी इशू पे हो जाता है उस पर फिर दोबारा वो नहीं हो सकता था. तो आई थिंक दिस इज वन ऑफ द माय प्रपोजल. एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज, अगर आप अमेंडमेंट ऑफ असेसमेंट की हिस्ट्री पूरे वर्ल्ड में उठा के देख लें जो अमेंडमेंट के, तो मोस्टली जो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा साल है वो 3 साल, 6 साल नहीं. मेरी गुजारिश ये है कि ये हाउस प्रपोज करे कि इसको 6 साल के बजाय 3 साल होना चाहिए. क्योंकि देखिए डेफिनेट इन्फॉर्मेशन तो जब कभी भी अवेलेबल है आपके पास, आप उसको टेक्स्ट कर सकते हैं. सर इंडिया ने जो अभी किया है इस बजट में, विच इज वोडाफोन का जो इतना बड़ा केस हुआ था, उन्होंने इस दफा के बजट में उसको बिल्कुल वो कर दिया. एंड आई एम श्योर कि अगर ये बजट असेंबली में इनका पास नहीं होगा, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, अगर आपने इंडिया का बजट पढ़े, आई हैव रेड लाइन बाय लाइन, तो इन्होंने जितने भी पास्ट में जितने भी डिसीजन रिलेटेड टू द फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट हो, उन सबको नलिफाई कर दिया. खासतौर से वोडाफोन का जो केस हुआ था मॉरिशस वाला, बल्कि एक स्टेज पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया ने कहा था कि चूंकि ट्रीटी जो है वो एक इम्पोर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट है जो कंट्रियां एग्जीक्यूट करती हैं आपस में, तो लिहाजा उसकी सेंसिटिविटी होनी चाहिए, और वो चाहे उसका कोई एडवांटेज भी अगर ले रहा है तो उसको प्रिवेल होना चाहिए. तो लिहाजा जो मॉरिशस और इंडिया की ट्रीटी जो है अनफेवरेबल ट्रीटी, वो कहते हैं आप मॉरिशस और इंडिया की, उस जमाने में नहीं कहते थे बट अब कहते हैं इंडिया, इट इज अनफेवरेबल ट्रीटी, इट इज स्टिल बीन इम्प्लीमेंटेड. सो आई थिंक देयर आर लॉट ऑफ गुड थिंग्स व्हिच आर हैपनिंग इन इंडिया, एंड वी शुड आल्सो फॉलो दैट. देन I would like to talk about the alternate dispute resolution committee. The recommendation, in my humble view, the recommendations made by the committee should be accepted in a letter or in a spirit unless there is any apparent mistake. I'm sure आप में से बहुत सारे लोग ADR कमेटी के मेंबर्स हैं, और आप कितना टाइम, कितना वक्त, कितनी एक्सपर्टीज उस पर लगाते होंगे, और जब आपको ये पता चले कि जी आपके ऑर्डर जो है उसको बगैर किसी कमेंट्स के कह दिया गया कि जी नहीं इसको नहीं मानते APR, तो आई थिंक आपके लिए एक डिस्करेजमेंट भी होती है. तो मेरी सजेशन ये है कि ये इसके जो रिकमेंडेशंस को कमेटी करे वो मनोवन एक्सेप्ट कर लिए जाए. That instead of communicating the agreement of to the appellate forum, the appeals filed by the respective parties should be withdrawn, and the proper rules may be framed for formation of the committee. I am chairman of lot of committees. मेरे पास ढेरों के हिसाब से रिकॉर्ड पड़ा. मैं भी आगे पूछना इस रिकॉर्ड का मैं करूँ क्या, मुझे कितने दिन रखना है इस रिकॉर्ड को, मुझे ये बताएं. There is no answer. So there are a lot of things which should be come up and say कि भाई रिकॉर्ड कितने साल रखना है, इसका स्कोप ऑफ वर्क क्या है, इसमें मेंबर किस तरह हो सकते हैं, इनकी इंटीग्रिटी क्या होनी चाहिए, how they should be become a member of alternate dispute. Then presumptive tax regime. In my humble view, in the last 2 years, this presumptive tax in the last many years, this presumptive tax regime has actually weaved in direct taxes into indirect taxes. And moreover, for the last couple of years, the minimum tax concept has also been introduced in a lot of things, like services. And in my humble view, the tax should be, the income should be taxed at the actual. I know for sure that import में पहले यही law था, तो लोग import में huge refund ले जाते थे. But my point is, let's switch gradually towards that, because our country cannot afford to lose the revenue, but at the same time we cannot tax the people. आप पूरी दुनिया में देखें कि ये presumptive regime कहाँ लगी हुई है. वहाँ लगी हुई है जहाँ पे आप इंडिया में देखें, इंडिया पे लगी हुई थी शराब पे, इंडिया में लगी हुई थी वो लकड़ी जो काटने वाले हैं उस पे. Because why it was there in most of the country, although it has been defended by the Musgrave and the French forfeit theory, it has been only been developed or imposed in when there is a collection of a tax is impossible. It is difficult, But in Pakistan, we have actually viewed this direct tax is indirect tax. Next. Filing of withholding statement. आजकल जो withholding statement जो हमारे फाइल करनी है, it has become monthly. And I was in that one of the meeting when this monthly was decided. So I explained them if the FBR cannot take the advantage of even of the quarterly statement, there is no point having the monthly statement. So I think you would watch to that. So nobody is looking at those data, कोई उसको compile नहीं कर रहा, कुछ नहीं कर रहा, तो आपको क्या उससे benefit होगा? और आज भी आप चाहे चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब बैठे हुए हैं, मेंबर टैक्सेस भी आज हर एक केस में फोन करते हैं कि जैसा ये बताइए इसमें डिमांड कलेक्ट हो गई या नहीं कलेक्ट हो गई, या इसमें टैक्स आ गया या नहीं आ गया. तो आई थिंक इसको क्वार्टरली होना चाहिए, नंबर 1. नंबर 2 ये कि इन दोनों की डेटे जो है सेल टैक्स की और इनकम टैक्स की वो एक ही है, इसको आगे पीछे होना चाहिए, या सेल टैक्स की डेट को आगे बढ़ना चाहिए या इनकम टैक्स की डेट को आगे बढ़ना चाहिए. अच्छा, बेंचमार्क आपको याद हो, ये कोई अबाउट आज से 7 साल या 6 साल पहले 37 इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था. उस जमाने में बैंक का रेट 6% होता था और 1% इसका ये था कि वो हर साल बढ़ेगा ऑन द लोन टू द टैक्स एम्प्लॉयज, जो कि बगैर किसी इंटरेस्ट के दिया जाता था. अब नाउ इट इज टुडे इज बिकम 14%. Any employer who gives a loan to his employee without any interest, the employee has to pay a deemed tax of about 14%, which is, I think, is unjustifiable. I think it should be freezed at somewhere, some 10% or there. Or first of all, it should not be there. But if it is at all to be imposed, then it should be freezed. Then foreign losses. What is interesting is in section 104 that if there is any foreign income, then foreign income can be set off against the foreign losses. It is unlike in the other set of losses which is provided under section 56 and 57. 56-57 में भी एक आपको अगर बिजनेस लॉस हुआ है तो आपका किसी भी इनकम के अगेंस्ट में करेंट ईयर एडजस्ट हो जाएगा और बाकी अगला बिजनेस लॉस जो 6 साल के रिकॉर्ड हो जाएगा. It is not in the case of the foreign source. If there is a loss in the foreign source, you can only adjust into the future foreign loss. If there is no foreign income, then it means your loss is wiped out. So I think that needs to be corrected. Then imports. What has happened that the withdrawal of exemption to issue certificate under section 148 has created a genuine problem for the people who are either providing services related, like अगर बैंक जो है उसकी ATM मशीन अगर मंगाती है तो उसको टैक्स लग जाएगा, because it will become a commercial import. If any contractor who is importing his machinery to finalize the construction job or contract job, his machinery will be considered to be taxed under the import, and he is not entitled to the refund. So what I am suggesting, although the FBR in 2007 has substituted subsection 2, whereby now the FBR can issue a certificate, exemption certificate in the hardship cases. But then for every ordinary person to go to the FBR is a difficult. So my proposal is that this powers should be delegated to the Chief Commissioners and to issue 100% up to 100% certificate in the hardship cases. Increase in the threshold of withholding of tax on account of payment of goods and services. Again, the SRO 586 में जो लिमिट दी गई थी गुड सप्लाई के लिए 25,000 और सर्विसेज और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के लिए 10,000 रुपए. My humble submission is that it should be 2 lakh rupees and the 50,000 rupees respectively. Then selection of persons or classes of persons for auditing. I'm not going to comment more on that because I already presented one very exhaustive paper and I emailed to all of most of you. I don't know how many of you have seen, but so I will not comment. But the point which I want to make it is that now after the insertion of section 214C, the FBR is got the power to select the case on through computer ballot on a parametric basis or otherwise. What the FBR wing audit wing has done, that they issued a national audit plan. According to that, some criteria have been laid down. And if we read those criteria I have given in this presentation, also I'm not doing here. If you read that, for example, एक criteria जो Chief Commissioner साहब को भी याद होगा, वो criteria ये कि अगर import के figure में custom से जो मिले और आपके figure में अगर कोई फर्क होगा तो आपका केस ऑडिट में सेलेक्ट हो जाएगा. अगर मेरे कस्टम के फिगर में और मेरे फिगर में अगर कोई फर्क है तो ये तो कंसीलमेंट हो गया. ये तो आप 122(5) में भी केस कर सकते हैं. Why 177? So these kind of criteria which I have given a comparative there and then I have made some suggestion in this paper. I think that needs to be looked into. Because if you visit all over the world and if you find कि जहाँ पर भी especially USA में audit के concept risk based जो है वो बहुत strong है. If you read that, they are all risk based. Risk based क्या है कि जी आपने आपके पिछले साल क्रेडिटर्स 500 रुपए के थे, आज आपके 5 करोड़ हो गए. There is a risk. आप continuously 5 साल से लॉस कर रहे हैं. There is a risk. If you are doing something, you know that your expenditure which were last year 37%, now these are 97%. There is a risk. So then, where there is a risk, okay, if the textile mill world over are making a profit and you being one of the textile mill are having a losses, what are the reasons? These are the risk area which needs to be. I have made some suggestion in that, and I think Mr. President and the worthy committee of the Pakistan